Up next, we've got the one and only reigning CIO of the Year. He spearheads the global strategic technology initiatives, emphasizing the critical role of engineering and craftsmanship in successful digital transformations. This enables them to prioritize the well-being of their customers. Please welcome on stage Rob Visser, Group CIO at NN Group, and of course, CIO of the Year.
I start running. I only have 8 minutes, so in my previous job, when I entered these kind of events, it was always a little bit more energized. Right now, it's Rob Visser entering the stage. In my previous job, I was working in Italy and working and living in Italy, and then it was Roberto Pescatore. And that's a name, yeah, that you can really use at such an entrance. All right, so right now, I'm here to tell you something about how we use, within the NN Group, AI in a very ethical way. I think we all are hyped with the concept of AI, and I want to give you a practical example how we've used it and implemented it in Nationale Nederlanden. So within NN, we have basically 3 top priorities. We have a strong purpose. We help people care for what matters most to them. And below that, we have 3 pillars. We want to take care of talented people. We want to be known for our customer engagement and our contribution to society. And technology is basically the enabler to make sure that we have a very positive impact in those 3 areas. So how do you do that? How do you make sure that you use AI in a way that truly is appreciated by your own employees, by your customers, but also by your own employees? And you have to be very careful about the product, of course, that you sell. I mean, within NN, the product is not so easy to touch. The product that we're basically selling is trust. And trust is a difficult concept to grasp. And if you want to take care of trust and using AI, you have to think very carefully how you want to do that. And to put a little bit more meat on the bones, I've put this slide with me. And we all know what this is. It's a hammer. And for me, the hammer stands for the ethical usage of AI. I mean, we all have a hammer, probably in our garage, in our homes. But it's a hammer that can be used in different ways. If you use it in the proper way, you can build beautiful things that are truly appreciated. But there are also enough messages in the newspaper that the hammer is used in a way, let's say, that's less ethical, and that creates a lot of hassle and miscomfort. So for me, this is truly also what you have to think about when you use AI. I mean, how do you use the hammer? How do you use AI in a way that is truly appreciated? Well, I think the first thing that you have to understand is, in my world, and that's also what was stated in the, let's say, introduction, it's not about AI. It's not about ChatGPT. It's not about the technology. The ethical usage of AI depends on solely one thing: the craftsmanship of the people that you put behind the technology. And that's also why I think if you want to take care of talented people, we also put them, let's say, in face value of the usage of AI and of ChatGPT. So the first thing that we did is to make sure that, let's say, 5,000 of our employees had the privilege to use ChatGPT to their own liking, to experiment, to learn what it can do. So we were on very early stages already involved with OpenAI and with Microsoft to make sure that the employees, the engineering culture, and the engineering people of Nationale Nederlanden had the privilege to use and to play and to experiment with this technology in a safe and safeguarded environment, in our own ChatGPT secure environment. So that led to, let's say, already a very early adoption of ChatGPT with it, what we now call Copilot. So ChatGPT is totally integrated in our Microsoft environment. I mean, all our minutes are done now via ChatGPT of our meetings. I mean, we have, let's say, the possibility to generate code. We have the possibility to list all the actions. So meetings are suddenly a very automated way of working within NN. And we have a lot of meetings within NN. So taking care of your talented people starts also by giving them the opportunity to use ChatGPT. Then, of course, it's fine that your employees now understand ChatGPT, that you've trained, that you are really on the early path to give them the exposure to ChatGPT. But the true impact of ChatGPT should not lay in your own organization. In my humble opinion, the true impact of ChatGPT or AI should always be made towards your customers, so that the customers appreciate basically your privileged or your privatized individual approach to them. So my question basically to you first is, who is using ChatGPT in true production environment with a positive impact on the NPS, the Net Promoter Scores? Can I see some hands? Is there anybody already that has used it? Yeah, very good. I see one hand. Really? All right, well, so congratulations to you. But then that makes two of us. Let's catch up later to see what you really did in production in itself. Because the way what we've done, and that's maybe good to share it also with you, we've also thought, how can ChatGPT, if we have the privilege to use it already in an early stage, what can it bring to our true customers? And we thought about the next use case. We have around 2 million phone calls per year to Nationale-Nederlanden. And all our call center agents, they have a true intrinsic motivated purpose to help our customers the best they can. But it's not only talking to customers. There's also a whole lot of admin around it. So what we've implemented, we've built a new basically call center environment where ChatGPT is integrated in our, let's say, call in the IVR, and it listens to the customer and to our call center agent real life and summarizes in a predefined format the discussion that the call center agent had with our customer. In the old days, we also saw that, let's say, doing this manually, so the call center had talked to one of our customers, it took on average 5.5 minutes to basically upload the data manually in our CRM environment. Right now with ChatGPT, the summary is there, call center agent looks at the summary, sees the bullets, sees the information, approves it, and automatically with one push of the button, uploads it in our, let's say, production environment in CRM. It saves 5.5 minutes. If you multiply that with the 2 million calls that we have, it's a whole lot of efficiency. It means that basically the time that people wait in the call center area of Nationale is significantly reduced. It means also that our own call center agent people truly work in the purpose that they really believe intrinsically in. They want to help customers. They don't want to do admin. So this example is now what we call automated call logging, real up and running in our environment, working on a day-to-day basis and very successfully. So how do you build those kind of use cases? And that's a tricky question as well, because there's 3 things that we always ask ourselves. Can we do it? Are we allowed to do it? And to be honest, those 2 questions are normally answered by yes. We have an ethical framework that's in line with all the European regulations. And I think the most important question for us is the last one. Do we want to do it? Because this is our contribution to society. We really want to make sure that AI is used in a way that's appreciated by our customers itself. So, do we want to do it? Boils down to the fact, do you have the right people with the right skills, the knowledge and expertise, the right engineering capabilities, so you do it in an ethical way. So you do it in a way that's appreciated by your customers, by your employees, and it serves the purpose of your organization. Because at the end, we want to make sure that the hammer in the hands of talented people is used as a thing to build beautiful things and not as a thing that creates the best malware possible. Because it's my firm belief, and that's also what I stated last year when I was here also on stage, that it's not the technology that makes the difference. It's not, let's say, the applications like ChatGPT or AI that really drives customer appreciation. It's always great people that will always deliver great results. Thank you so much.